We're here at Eternal MMA 92 and I'm here with Blair Bretag, who just had the most insane finish. Blair, what's going through your mind right now?
Oh, a lot of good emotions. Coming off a loss end of last year, I put a lot of time and effort into being an absolute different beast this year. The same recipe, just a different intent. Working on my mindset, my ability, going up a weight class, so many things kind of to take in. And I feel like that was, in my book, a flawless performance. And I'm just giving myself a pat on the back right now. I felt awesome. I had a game plan. I did it to the absolute T. And I feel very, very happy and proud of myself.
Absolutely. Now, I do need to say, we did a video with you yesterday where we asked you what your favourite submission was. I think you put that on display tonight. Was that the plan from the beginning? Is that the finish you wanted?
I got to go into these fights calling them I'm going to knock out the first round or second round. This fight, my mindset was I'm going to go in there and be as violent as possible. If that means breaking his arm off, if that means knocking him out, I was going to do it. That was my mindset going in. So yeah, the interview yesterday, what's my favorite submission? TKO. I mean, that's just the icing on the cake, isn't it?
Perfect. No, that was so good. Now, is this the fight that you've been training for? You've been, moving now in between weight classes. What was the strategy around that?
It was a time, opportunity meets hard work. I love that quote at the moment, thanks to Volkanovski. But pretty much I was trying to get on to start this year as early as possible, get as many fights as possible to try and get myself in the best position to fight international by the end of the year. And it looked like I couldn't get an opponent until March. And then Luke Stockman put his hand up. I think he had an opponent drop out. So he said, yeah, I'll fight Blair. Now, obviously, we've got a bit of a weight difference to him, but I've got a lot more experience in that cage in my professional career. So I just want to say massive hats off to him for taking that fight. I love sharing the ring with him, and I'm keen to grab a beer. But look, it wasn't necessarily the fight that I was looking for in terms of I wanted to go up light heavyweight. The opportunity was to go up, I took it. The opportunity to fight early, I took it. And it put me exactly where I wanted to be, and that's one up at the start of the year 2025.
Now, we've obviously seen that you've got great power at this weight class. You said in the cage there that, you'll fight wherever, whatever. Do you plan on staying here or, because you've seen what you can do, or are you comfortable where you were?
End of the day, like I said, my goal is to be as active as possible. If that means Gold Coast in 4 or 5 weeks, they need middleweight, I'll drop down, I'll cut weight. They need me to go heavyweight, let's go. I just want to make it happen. I want to be as active as possible. I'm very set and direct in my mindset right now. And yeah, if that means dropping down because there's a matchup, sweet. If that means we've got a belt on the line, let's do it. I'm ready. I feel like I'm coming to that pivotal point in my career where I need the time in the cage. I'm feeling unreal, and I need to get the experience to put me to that next step level. I believe I'm an international level fighter, but I need to get the skills, the time, and the weapons sharpened, so when I get there, I'm an absolute force to be reckoned with. So let's keep active, let's make it happen.
Speaking of that international level, we've got the UFC on tomorrow. Tom Nolan's on that card. Is that a similar way in which you see your career heading? Very
much so. He's a really good friend of mine, and I've been fortunate to be part of his journey as just before he went to the UFC, and now seeing his fights and his progression in the UFC. He's a really good person to look up to. His work ethic in the gym and just how he approaches life to be the best. I take a leaf out of his book every single day, and I wish him all the best for tomorrow. Yes, I think he's laid a really clear path on what can happen in the local scene without titles, without belts. He never had a belt. He just went in there as violent as possible, and he earned the respect of the world stage, and he got his shot. Whether I get a belt or not, I will be on the world stage, I will be in the UFC, and I will be a legendary name.
You heard it here. And how do you plan on celebrating tonight?
We're in Sydney. It's the first time travelling for a fight. I've got a lot of family and friends here. We got the UFC, we've got Tom fighting tomorrow, so I'm going to go probably have a shower, have a cold drink, take a moment, just take it all in, and then enjoy it with my friends, my family, and look at what's next.
Well, very well deserved. That was a great fight. I can't wait to see what you've got next in store. Thank you so much for your time.
So much for your time.